Hey y'all, welcome back or welcome if you're new. My name is Bethany or Budget Bethany, and I hope that you all are having a fabulous day today. So I post these What's for Dinner videos every single week in hopes to give y'all some meal ideas or some inspiration to cook at home for your family as well. Today's What's for Dinner is in collaboration with my friend Tamara from Southern Wife Everyday Life. So once you get through watching my video, I hope that you'll go over to her channel and check her out, and I'll have everything linked down below in my description box. And if you're coming from Tamara's channel, I hope that you'll hit that subscribe button and keep on hanging out with us. But y'all, let's get on into this week's What's for Dinner video. Alright y'all, so to kick off this week's What's for Dinner, I wanted to share these cheese stuffed sausages wrapped in bacon. So my husband and his friends were grilling on this night, and I just wanted to share this with y'all because I know it's summertime and a lot of y'all are grilling and looking for new things to grill. So all you'll need to do is cut your sausage in like a little slit in your sausage and add in some cheese. We added some mozzarella cheese, but you can also add pepper jack cheese or basically whatever kind of cheese stick that you like. And then just wrap it in bacon, and we used a toothpick to hold the cheese and bacon in place. So basically our whole dinner on this night was grilled, but we throw these things right on the grill as well, and they grilled up perfect. I know it's summertime and a lot of y'all are looking for new things to grill or new things to try, so I really wanted to share this with y'all, and I hope that y'all give it a try, and I hope that you enjoy it. On the next night, we had fried chicken, and I boiled up some fresh potatoes that I got from the farmer's market, as well as I opened up a can of green beans. So if y'all watched last week's What's for Dinner, where I compiled all my family's favorite dinners into one video, then y'all seen where I had a fried chicken dinner in there, and we saw that, and it made us want some fried chicken. So right here, I'm just seasoning up my chicken legs, and I'm seasoning them with some chicken lick bam bam, some onion powder, and some garlic powder. So I flipped them over, and then I seasoned them up on the other side with the same seasonings: chicken lick bam bam, garlic powder, onion powder. And then while I am seasoning my chicken, I have my grease coming, heating up. So once I got through seasoning my chicken, my grease was hot enough for me to start frying the chicken. So to test my grease, I always sprinkle in a little bit of flour. And then to flour up my chicken, I just dump the flour in a Ziploc bag, drop a chicken leg in there, shake it around really good, make sure it gets good and coated, and then I drop the chicken leg in my hot grease. Alright y'all, so when Nanny was teaching me how to fry chicken, she did not teach me how to use a thermometer or how long I'm supposed to cook stuff or any of that stuff. So I've just kind of been winging it, and I always keep one chicken leg for my tester chicken leg, as I call it, and that's the chicken leg that I'll cut open and make sure that they're done all the way through. That way I'll know that all the other chicken legs are done. But I've cooked chicken so much now that I just know how it's supposed to look when it's done. You can tell by how crispy it is and stuff like that, but I would say just get you a tester chicken leg and go with that technique if you do not have a thermometer. But as y'all can see right here, I got some fresh taters right here in my sink, and I'm just going to rinse them off really well. Then I'm going to throw them in the pot with some water and get them to boiling. While they're boiling, I'm going to throw this can of green beans into the pan and get that cooking. And I just kind of let that cook on low while everything else is cooking. And then here is everything. Once everything was done, I just cut open my potatoes, sprinkled on some salt and pepper, and dinner was served, y'all. For the next night, I made some shake and bake pork chops, and actually a lot of y'all recommended I try this because I had cooked some shake and bake chicken legs a few weeks back.
So this is what I'm going to be using to coat my pork chops. It's for chicken, but y'all told me that you can use the chicken for pork chops too, so we're going to give it a try. This is what I'm going to be using. It's by Kraft, oven fry, extra crispy chicken, but we're going to have extra crispy pork chops, so here we go. On the box it says to use an egg, so I'm just going to kind of use my fork and kind of mix that a little bit. It says dip the pork chop in the egg and then put it in this bread mixture that comes in the oven fry thing. I'm gonna season up my pork chops really quick because if you've been watching me, then you know I gotta season everything. Then we're gonna dip the pork chops in the egg. Gonna season the back. Make sure it gets good and coated. It said an egg, but I don't know. I may need 2 eggs. And then you dip it in the bread mixture. Make sure that it gets good and coated. And then you just put it on your baking sheet and just keep repeating. Season your pork chops, dip in the egg, dip in the bread mixture, put it on your baking pan. Alright, so I got all the pork chops coated. I had to get 2 separate pans because I'm making a lot. I want to make sure everybody has enough. Now we're going to put them in the oven, and I'm bringing it to 400 degrees. 400 degrees, and we're going to bake it. I think it said 45 minutes. I'm just going by the directions on the back of the box. To go with our shake and bake pork chops, we're going to have a can of green beans, and I'm going to make some of these. I've never seen these. My mother-in-law gave me these, and we're going to give it a go. Seems basically like scalloped potatoes, so I think it'll be good.
So of course I'm just making these potatoes by the directions on the back of the box, but really quickly I needed to make some tea. So I'm going to share my sweet tea recipe with y'all, or how I make my sweet tea, just because I know I have a lot of new friends over here. So all I did was add 1.5 cups of sugar to my pitcher, and I boiled the water, you know, with the tea bags in there, and I drained that in there, and then I finished filling up the rest of the pitcher with water. That's how I make my sweet tea. And then y'all, that was the pork chops once they came out of the oven. They did not look appetizing, but they were oh so delicious, I promise. For the next night, I actually cooked one of Tamara's recipes that she shared with me, and it's sweet chili barbecue chicken thighs. So as y'all can see right here, I've got some boneless, skinless chicken thighs, and I think she actually recommended that you use the kind with the bones, but this is what I had, so this is what I'm going with, and it still tasted delicious, and I still highly recommend it. So I'm just going to season up my chicken really quick, and I'm seasoning it with chicken lick bam bam, garlic powder, onion powder, and some black pepper. And obviously you want to flip them over and season them on the other side as well, but once I started flipping mine over, I realized that I had missed some fat once I was cutting the fat off, so I quickly cut the fat off of them, and then I start seasoning them up on the other side as well. So before I started seasoning up my chicken, I actually preheated my oven to 375 so that I can put my chicken in there. I'm going to leave that in there in the oven for about 20 minutes. But while that's in there, you know, doing its thing, I'm going to make up the sweet chili barbecue sauce. And all you'll need is some sweet chili sauce and some Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce, she said. Mix those two together and just wait for your chicken to get, you know, cook for the 20 minutes. But while my chicken is cooking for the 20 minutes, I'm going to start making my peach cobbler just so that I can get that in the oven as well. Right here, y'all see my peaches that I got from the farmer's market. Y'all, these things were so delicious. I probably could eat these for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I just love me some good old fresh peaches, y'all. Today, we're going to be making my nanny's homemade peach cobbler recipe, y'all, and this is the most super easiest, delicious homemade peach cobbler recipe that you'll ever come across. And all you'll need is a cup of flour, cup of sugar, and a cup of milk. And I'm using whole milk, and I'm using self-rising flour and granulated sugar. And I will want to note that you definitely want self-rising flour. I've messed up and used all purpose and it will not turn out right. Your breading will not be right. So all I did was wash my peaches and dice those up, and then I'm just going to mix the flour, the sugar, and the milk together in a bowl. I'm going to whisk that until all the lumps are out, and then I'm going to pour that mixture over on top of my peaches. Make sure that I get, all the mixture spread around on top of the peaches, because you do want some breading on each peach whenever you're eating it. And then you just pop that in the oven for about 25 to 30 minutes on 350 degrees, and you can always stick a toothpick down in the center to make sure that it comes out clean. If it does, of course, you know that it's done. Alright y'all, so once the 20 minutes were up on my chicken thighs, I took them out of the oven and I spread it on some of my sweet chili barbecue sauce, and then I popped them back in the oven for about 30 to 35 more minutes. And then for the sides to go with our sweet chili barbecue chicken, I'm going to use some of these Little Potato Company potatoes. I've never used them before, but y'all, they were so good. It's the garlic parsley flavor. Then I'm going to open up a can of these Glory seasoned green beans and a can of this Great Value whole kernel sweet corn. So for my potatoes, I just drizzled it on some olive oil, and then I sprinkled on that seasoning packet. I didn't use it all. I kept some for once they were done, just, because I wanted to have lots of flavor on them. Then I just popped them in the oven and cooked them by the directions on the back of this little potato package. For my corn, y'all, all I do is sprinkle in some black pepper and I add in some butter, about a tablespoon. And then for the green beans, y'all, they were already seasoned, but I want to try some of this like pre-cooked real bacon pieces in there, and it was really good. I highly recommend y'all giving that a try as well. And then here was my chicken thighs once they come out of the oven, and I did reserve some of that barbecue sauce just for when I plate it up, because I like a lot of sauce on my chicken. But y'all have to go try Tamara's sweet chili barbecue chicken thighs. They were oh so delicious, and I'll have everything left down in my description box for you to easily access it. And then here's my peach cobbler once they come out of the oven, y'all. This is the most easiest, delicious peach cobbler recipe that you'll probably ever find. And I was wondering, I know a lot of y'all have put like vanilla ice cream on your peach cobbler, but I was wondering if any of y'all have ever put evaporated milk on your peach cobbler. That's what my nanny always did, and I like to carry on that tradition, but y'all, you got to give it a try. And that's all I got for y'all this week in this week's What's for Dinner video. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, as always, don't forget to leave me a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already, because I would really love for you to join my YouTube family. Also, don't forget to go check out Tamara's video from the day, and I will catch you all in the next one. Happy Father's Day to all you daddies out there. Bye, y'all.